All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go ahead and comment on the curriculum this time. Looks like the sound is working. Okay, so we have this first one, the integral. So the form of these integrals is that if you have the integral from a to b of a function f of x dx, what you're looking for is the function goes right here. And so you can see in this one, what is the function here in this case? So it's going to be f of x, thank you Gavin, equals 1, right? So we just go like this. We just write this, y equals 1. And then we go from, we have from 0 to 2, so we go from here to here, and then we have this rectangle whose area is 2, okay? And now we have this one here. What did we get for this one?
F of x equals 2, and 0 to 4.
From 0 to 4, so f of x equals 2, something like this, Gavin. And then we go from 0 to 4. 0 to 4, so what is this going to be?
8.
8? Okay. We're okay on this so far? Okay, good. Now this one right here, we got a negative 2. What did you get for this one? So we have this, right? Y equals negative 2. And what area are we talking about?
Where'd the 8 come from?
2 times 4.
Yeah, so that's an area here. 2 times 4, right?
You're looking for the area.
You're looking for the area under the curve is what it amounts to, right? And so now, in this instance, we have A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 5. So we're talking about this area right here. So what is this one going to be here? What is this area going to be right here?
8, or what is this, the 8?
Okay, that's a good question. Gavin asked a good question, right? Is this going to be negative 8 or 8? Because that's key concept of calculus. He correctly articulated. Thank you, Gavin. What is going to be our answer for this? Who says 8?
I feel like you can't have a negative.
Who says negative 8? Well, it's actually negative 8.
Oh, is it? Wow.
Yeah.
That's funky.
Yeah, and so but that's just, it's just getting used to how calculus works. That's all we're doing here. So if you're actually the principle here, and I appreciate Gavin asking the real good question about being below the curve. Yes.
Are we doing stars this year?
I don't see why not. Now you can put a star on your packet, I guess. Why not? Why should we not do that? That sounds like a good idea, Gavin. You're certainly deserving, no doubt. Okay, and so now we're to this one, which is a different type of equation. How did you do this one?
I tried this one and then I erased it all because I was wrong.
Okay, well, how did you know that you were wrong? Okay, well.
The x after the 1/4 threw me off, and so I just stopped.
Okay, what you have in this case f of x equals 1/4 x, right?
Yes. So it's just.
And so if we go, how's that going to look like here?
A half of the half.
So we got rise over run, right? 1/4, something like this, right? So rise over run. So things going to look like this. If I could draw it right, I'd be okay. That's a little better. So anyway, it's this thing, and we're between 0 and 4, right? So here's between 0 and 4. Oh, that's 4. So we're talking about this wedge here. So what is this going to be here?
Is it 2?
Yeah, it'd be 2.
So area will be 2, right? Okay, Carson, good job. Carson?
Hi, boy, Carson.
Yeah, Carson. Yeah, 4 times 1 divided by 2. And so what we have in calculus, we use a lot of the basic equations. And so basically what's happened is calculus is where the course itself is where we put together everything we've done since something as simple as including the formula of a triangle or a rectangle or a circle. You'll see that. But yes, that is our answer. And so five, now is this where you said you got stuck, Gavin?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But here we have, what is our f of x going to be in this instance?
X minus 2.
X minus 2, right? So let's go ahead and graph what that looks like. What is going to be our y-intercept here?
Negative
So negative 2, and what is our slope?
1.
1. So a rise over run. Now one thing I did, not in pre-calculus last year, but the class song for Algebra 2 was, and I probably sang it for the class though, where do I start my line? Oh, I sang it right, didn't I?
I think for my class, I don't know about this year. Didn't seem to.
No, but you got, maybe I didn't sing it to fifth period, but fifth period had nachos a lot.
Yeah, we didn't get nachos, so.
Well, we could just
Very much.
complain.
It was before lunch. And we had Samantha doing the queso, and we had Aaron bringing the sausage. Anyway, so what's going to be our answer? It's going to be between what, 2 and 4? So here, we're coming up here. So what is this going to be between 2 and 4?
2 again.
So 2 again. So we get a 2 by 2, and that's going to be a triangle again. So it's going to be 2 times 2 divided by 2. Okay?
So,
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead. You have a
Okay.
question?
I'm just confused.
You want to go back here? Let's go back here, yeah.
Where?
I think I kind of.
Like,
Okay,
Explain the x minus 2 part.
yes.
okay, this is the equation here. This is the f of x. So if we have an equation like y equals x minus 2, that is a function, right?
Yeah.
And a function we graph in slope-intercept form,
So
if we just go ahead and mark the y-intercept and then use rise over run from there, which is 1, so it's up 1 and over 1, so you're talking about this perfect 45-degree angle up here. That's what the thing looks like, right?
Right.
so basically, it's like the reason it drops like that is because you have the graph of x, and then that's basically just dropped by 2.
That is right. That is exactly right. Because what this is you're taking the parent function is this y equals x. And what this is simply a vertical translation downward of that function 2 units. So it's this function right here, right? And we just take it here and translate it down 2 units. Boom.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay?
That's all this is.
Okay, good exploratory questions going on here. And then the limits of integration in this case are going from 2 to 4. Okay? Next.
I have a question.
Yes, go
Is
ahead.
the microphone on?
The microphone is on, but you can't see it because
No,
it's...
I mean, well, how good is it at hearing? Because did it hear me just yell Aaron properly?
Probably did, yeah. Probably did, but that's good.
Aaron, bringing that.
But what it did,
Stressed out.
but what it does is it brings flavor. It's not, it's good because people are getting...
Entertaining the people.
Yeah, and Maddie.
Hi, Maddie.
Bye, Maddie.
It's just that and it's fine.
No, that's okay. It's okay. That's not bad.
Two that find this.
Okay,
Good thing Maddie isn't here.
okay, now this one here, what is this one going to look like? Well, it's going to look like this, right?
Are you sure I'm not your way?
I'm sure you can see.
So now our y-intercept of this one is
Hold on.
2,
Oh, sneak.
right? And what is our rise over run?
-1.
1 over 2. So here's our rise, and where's our run? Down here, right? So rise of -1, run of 2, and we can continue this pattern down if we want, right? And then that should about cover it. So we're looking at this now, aren't we? Boop, 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 boop. This, let me change it. We're looking at something like this, right? And then we're looking at this whole. So what is this one going to be here? It's a 4 by 2.
It's 4.
So that's going to be 4. Okay? All right.
Like four.
It's area under the curve. Okay, here's our curve. And by the way, curve could actually be a line in algebra. I mean, it's a curve with a constant slope, essentially. And so what you have is a triangle whose base dimension is 4 and whose height is 2.
But
And-
it's divided.
And so what you're doing is, it's like you're taking this rectangle here. If we make this whole rectangle, which would be a 2 by 4 rectangle, this diagonal actually cuts that rectangle in half. Okay? So that's just a conceptualization of what that is. This one right here. Okay, we have x minus 1. So what is this going to look like here?
Would it just be the like X translated down one?
So translate down 1 unit. So we're going to be starting here and just going up like, is it going to be a 1 to 1? So it's going to be like this, right? And it's going to be from 1 to 4. But we have a little trouble, right? We don't have enough room on our grid. So let's just extend out here. So we're going to have to figure things out.
3. Was it 3 by 3?
So we're going from 1 to 4, and we're 3 here, right? And so Gavin says that we're also 3 up here, is that right?
I believe so.
I believe so.
So that's a 3 by 3. So what is this going to be here for answer?
4.5.
Yeah, I have 4.5 or 9 halves. So, so Mr. Gregg, you ready to, we're doing calculus now. We're kind of starting out working on integral a little bit.
So you're talking about Riemann sums?
This is not actually a Riemann. This is not, now Riemann sum, we're going to get to that second semester, but Riemann, or late first semester, but Riemann sum would be an estimate of an integral. But this is an actual area, right? We're actually using the basic formulas to find actual area. Okay, this one right here. So go ahead and take a second, work on this, and see if you can give me an answer, and then we're gonna work this out.
Don't forget your
Retrospective.
limits.
Whoa. Why does it go from 5 to 2?
Think of what that graph looks like, and you'll answer your own question.
So these, a little bit of a curveball, right?
Well, at least he picked up on it right away.
Yeah. That's right. So where does the graph of the line go down? Right here, right?
Yes.
So y equals -2. And then what are the limits of integration that Mr. Greiger was mentioning here?
5 to 2.
2 and 5. Okay. So which area are we talking about here? This area right here, right? Okay, so now we see the area, and we can calculate what that area is, which is going to be 3 by
-2.
2, right?
It would be negative or no?
Can you have a negative area?
And so what is our answer to this thing going to be?
-3.
It's not a triangle.
-6.
Oh, -6.
-6?
It is negative?
Okay, I'm gonna give you two choices here. I'm gonna give you -6 or +6.
I think
Negative
it's
6.
positive
It
6.
was negative last time.
It was
I
negative
think
last
it
time.
goes from 5 to 2.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, very good, very good. But see, the debate was really quality debate here. And yes, it's going to actually be +6. And what is the reason for that, Aaron? Why is it going to be +6?
Because instead of going from like 2 to 5, it goes from 5 back to 2.
Yeah, so we have the negative sign, and what happened? But the negative sign got what by the change of limits?
It got like usurped.
Got usurped, got reversed, right? No, so that's really good. So that's good work there. Good job, class.
Make it up to What's your pride?
Okay. So now we have 1/4 minus 2. So where does that go?
That's,
That
Oh,
starts
it's
at
gonna-
-2.
Starts at -2.
And goes
up and over.
To 1?
over 4 of them.
Yeah. So to 1.
1/4, something like that.
I thought it was the other way. But okay.
So is that right?
Yes.
So it'll be something like this. It'll be like this. And what are the limits of integration here?
2 to 4.
2 to 4. So 2
Oh, how does that work?
to 4, right? So this piece here, it's not really well. I'm going to try to draw it a little better.
That
Here.
little wee triangle.
So it's going to be this thing right here. What is this shape here?
That's a rhombus.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's a rhombus.
It is a
It
long.
has one set of parallel lines.
Okay, my bad.
What do you call this more than
Not a
a
rhombus, a trapezoid.
trapezoid?
Parallelogram.
I forgot what a rhombus was.
Yeah, it's a trapezoid,
I
right?
know the area.
And what is the area of a trapezoid? What's the formula for area of a trapezoid? You remember what that is?
It's
1/2
1/2
H.
height times the sum of its two bases.
Okay.
Definitely didn't look at the poster.
No.
What poster?
Yeah, yeah,
Read that.
I can't even read it from here if you read it from
Is it a poster?
yeah, very good.
Where's?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the poster, so.
Okay. Anyway, so now what is this going to be here? We have, or in this case, A is going to be. Are we going to be negative or positive here?
I'm sorry?
Negative, I guess.
That'll be negative below, right? So we're going to have negative 1/2, and what is our H going to be?
Height?
And what is that going to be for this trapezoid? 2, right?
2.
Did you seriously just say
2. And then base 1 plus base 2, that's, what is this base 1 going to be?
1.5.
1.5?
1.5?
Negative 1.5.
Well, we did 1/2 there.
1.5. So we'll put 1.5. And what's this base going to be? 1. So that's going to be 2.5.
Negative 2.
So that'll be 5 divided by 2. So it'll be negative 2.5, right?
Well, that actually wasn't that bad. I thought it was like going to be super difficult with wrong, like a trapezoid.
The rhombus.
Still can't get wrong beside your head.
So I was right whenever I said it wasn't a rhombus, and you yelled at me.
All right. Let's go ahead and,
Thanks. Wait, what was the area?
Negative 2.5.
2 point -5?
so
2.5.
what is this? Now what I want you to do on this one here, I don't know if you've already done this one, but can you mentally do this and figure out what this one is mentally?
Three.
Air probably. Yeah.
Is it negative?
Okay, it'll be negative. You think it'll be negative? Gavin says
I
negative.
agree.
Is he right?
From 4 to.
Yeah, the reversed limits? Yeah.
First limits, is that the
So what is this going to be here?
8? Negative 8.
Yes.
So negative 8, right? Because we just have this line here, and since we have the limits backwards, yeah, it'll be negative 8. And then, how many more do we have on this sheet?
1, 2, on this page,
Eight.
2. and
We have
then
8 more?
Okay, total.
I don't want to go very far. Let's go to the ones on this page
We
here.
have 2 left on this page.
2 left on this page. We might just finish this page, and then I'm going to give you another exercise to do that's related to this.
Give us another exercise before finishing precipitation surface.
So -2, we go to -2, right? And then we go up 1 over 1, right? So this 45-degree angle business right here. So and then we're going between 1 and 4. So between 1 and 4. So those areas are going to be this area here and also this area here, right? So what is this going to end up doing for us?
You gotta add like, you gotta add.
Oh, isn't that like 1 negative?
One.
Keep adding.
0.5.
So this is going to be a 2 by 2, right? This one right here.
That area's 1. And then the
1.5.
is a half.
And
Yeah.
and this is going to be a 1 by 1, right? So what is our answer going to be here?
1.5.
So it's going to be, you have, that's going to be 1/2, right? So you have, okay, you have 2 times 2, which is 4, divided by 2, which is 2, right?
Oh, Aries.
Minus 1/2, because that's going to be 1/2, right? So that's going to be 3/2 or 1.5, yeah. Okay? Now, so the last one I want to look at here on this one is right here. So we get 3/4 x minus 2. So go work that one out quickly. And while you do that, I'm going to see if I can call up my I want you to get your calculator ready at hand too. The next thing we're going to do related to this is with calculator. Let's see if I can find the exercise here.
The high is 104.
Also, I couldn't find my calculator at home. My mom said she got a new one, but it's gonna take like a week.
There's a lot of things on my desk that I need to bring up here. My calculator.
Mr. Am I starting this off right?
We're going to go over it right here.
Probably can just put it right in her class.
She's not here anymore, so
Miss
basically she
Hall-
doesn't really need it.
Miss Oxford, she'll take it.
I hate,
No,
I don't
still
want
not
to give it
bring-
to
still not
her.
bring.
I don't
What
want to
book
know how.
is it?
Heart of Darkness.
Yeah, I think that was just
I
kind
don't
of
even
lost from
remember
school
anything
now.
about
Remember they just like went to Africa and.
I didn't even read
I
it.
never read it.
I never read.
Okay, number 12. Number 12, what'd you get for number 12 here?
Hold on.
So
I
you
got-
gotta go down to.
I got negative 1.75.
So here we start at -2, we go up 3 and over 4, right? So up 3, over 4. So this kind of thing here, right?
You got what?
Yes, so far, it's fine.
Negative 1.75.
Yeah, me too.
And then we're going between 0 and 4. So here's 0
I could be wrong.
and 4. So we have these two triangles here. And what's going to be the dimension of this triangle? 2 by, is that 2.5?
Kinda, yeah, that's what mine is.
Yeah.
So our answer is going to be 2 times 2.5, and we're going to divide that by 2, right?
Would it be negative?
But would be negative, thank you.
Good job, guys.
Because we are below, oops, man, if I can, below sea level around. And then that's going to be plus this area here, which is 1.5
And 1.
times 1. So 1 times 1.5 divided by 2. So here we're going to be talking about negative 5/2, right? Plus, let's see, what is that going to be? Something, that's going to be 1.5 over 2. That's going to be 0.75, right? Or 3/4. So for this one here, you're going to have negative 10/4, right? Plus 3/4, which is going to be negative 7/4. Is that right? Now, didn't Aaron say negative 1.75?
He did.
He did say it, right? Very good. Okay, now I give you this other sheet, right? Now, if you look at this other sheet, you'll notice the exercises are the same, but without the graphs, right?
Oh,
So, what I want you to do is we can start out. I want you to go to. Okay, here it is. Calculator activity. Is you can go on the calculator and do all these problems. For example, and we're just going to start out with the one we left off, right? See this one right here? Okay, I want to show you in the you got your calculator out?
I may have
Which question are
forgotten
we
it.
on?
Well, number 12.
I lost mine. and
Okay.
so I threw it in.
Like a little bit.
Is there any
Okay.
one that- oh.
12, right?
Yeah, is there any one that has one?
So, anyway,
Okay. First one's 2.
so I cleared off the calculator. So the idea is who's
Aaron, he's it.
the only one that has a calculator?
I'll bring it Monday.
But even if you had a phone with a, anyway, so let's go look at it. So, we have, I can let somebody borrow one here. Let me do that.
You put gloves on.
I totally don't want that.
Who wants to borrow this one? Okay, borrow this one. What we could do is we could just make this one, the rest of this homework, I guess. What time does class get out? 11?
11.
Well, okay, good. Timing has been great. This has been excellent. So let's go ahead, and to get to the integral, what you do is you go to Math 9. See that?
Oh, yeah.
Math 9. And here is where you enter this. So what is our equation? Remind me of what it
On
is.
12?
And 12, yeah. 0 to,
It's 0 to 2 and then 1.
What? No, on number 12.
Number 12.
You can
Over in the back.
number 12, what does number 12 say?
It's got the big old equation right there. Oh, boy.
2 and then 7 and 12.
What are the 12? What are the limits of integration?
0 and 4.
Yeah, 0 to 4. Okay, limits of integration go here, 0 to 4, okay, 3/4 x minus 2, okay. Okay, 0 to 4. And we have 3/4 x minus 2, so I'm going to put 0.75x minus 2. And we go over here and we put in x. And we get negative 2. What was our, is that right? Let's go look at it.
That's how I do it.
But we got to negative 1.75, right? We worked it out. Possibly we made a mistake here on working it out earlier. But basically, the exercise is you can work these out using the calculator, doing definite integrals. So that's going to be homework assignment for us. And so we're going to conclude with our, did we figure out, let's figure out if we got wrong someplace here. Because there is something amiss here somehow.
What is that?
Oh.
I don't know what it is. That's 3/4.
That's what you think.
No.
I know you will, but what are they?
Put hand sanitizer on it.
5.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, it might be, something is off here a little bit somehow. Okay, so that's it.